All right, I'm going to show you guys this before I get started, and I'll show a picture of it after I get it started. This is my Emberlit stove. This is the original titanium version, and this is going to be the Emberlit stove redemption, because I stopped using this stove for many years because I couldn't. It was really heavy, and I just couldn't find a use for it. It just got frustrating. You'd put wood in it, you put a wood in it, get it going, nice fire going, you put the pot on top of it, and it would put it out instantly. So I made some modifications to my Emberlit to get it to work better. I tried the idea of putting extra holes in the top here myself to get it to breathe better for the smoke, and that didn't get the job done. So what I did ultimately is I went to Ace Hardware and I got these little I guess connectors. These connectors, I cut off the end here where the other screw goes in. I left one screw open, so I connected these pieces of stainless steel to my Emberlit to give it a nice standoff capability. So when you put the pot on top of it here, like this, the pot goes on top, there's adequate spacing for the smoke to escape, and you'll instantly put out your Emberlit like I've been doing for years, and it was just too frustrating. The other thing I did is the very bottom here, I put a bunch of holes in the bottom to let it breathe better. I find this makes the fire just burn so much better. So between the standoffs here on top, so you don't snuff it out when you put it together, and you put holes in the bottom so it breathes better when it's actually burning wood, I think I have found a use for my Emberlit. I've tried this at home, worked pretty well. I'm going to try it here in the woods to see if it works as equally as well. We're going to use my Emberlit stove as a snow melter, because I'm out here, I'm winter camping here, and the idea is that I usually pull in my sled drinking water. I usually bring about 4 liters, but the problem is I go through that really quickly if I also use that water to wash my dishes. So what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to use the Emberlit as a snow melter, and I'll wash my dishes with melted snow so that my regular water for drinking and cooking will last longer, so I can make my backpacking trips when I'm pulling a sled in the winter a lot longer. I'm trying to get them like 3 or 4 days. Right now I'm able to do 2, and I want to try to get at least 3 or 4. But to do that, I've got to be able to make my water last longer. So I need an alternative water source. So I'm going to try melting snow to create wash water. So there's the bottom of it here. All right, I'm going to load it up and get it started, and then when it's going really well with with the pot on top, melting snow, I'll bring you guys back, and we'll just confirm what I saw at home, that I can make this work, and the Emberlit now has a new lease on life. If this works well, I think I'm going to maybe consider buying the fire ant and use it, because I like the idea of a wood stove. The original concept of the Emberlit, it didn't work well for me, at least with Eastern U.S. wood. I put the pot on top and it would snuff it out, and it was terribly frustrating. All right, bring you guys back after I got a good little fire going, and this is the redemption of the Emberlit with my modifications. All right, see you guys on the trail. Bye-bye.